Alright, let's keep going. So, got the Divine Feminines. Situation, new weeks, new energies. Anxious to see what this is going to be. So, last three messages, man, has been awesome sauce. So, make sure you check them out if you haven't already. If you ain't noticed, here at LLE.Ascension, all readings connect. It's a collective general message at the end of the day. So, like I say, my shit's like church. Come here for a sermon, you already know what you're gonna get. I do the same type of videos just to keep it scholastic. You know what I mean? Keep this kind of like a parent-teacher conference. You know what I'm saying? More so than anything. And the student is your divine masculine. Say that shit 2 times. Keep this shit like a parent-teacher conference. You know what I'm saying? A concerned teacher. You know what I mean? A very aware teacher. A concerned teacher, a loving, divine teacher. You know what I'm saying? You're the parent. Student, ain't gonna call you masculine child. He's the student. Okay. And that's the type of connection that I try to keep with my channel. They got students telling teachers how to teach their class. I'm just throwing that shit out there. So let me just get busy with it. Head, shoulder, knees, and toes ring. Ugh, I don't even like how that looks. But whatever, we're gonna roll with it. Head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you're going. That's the decisions that you're making. It's your mentality. That's your mind. Cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. The heart mind must be aligned. You rule that department too. Divine feminine, the heart mind department. And you got needs or wants. That's actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do because you ain't did it. Actions and behavior. That's pretty much wands in a nutshell. Pentacles. Person, place, or thing. Something you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. Something that's temporary. Something that will expire. It's also a manifestation. And manifestations, like I said, are pentacles, right? Thus, they expire. Attaining shit is easy. Maintaining that shit is a 24-hour job, and losing it is hell. Kicking this message off. First card, we have the Queen of Swords. That's the Lucy Liu card. Feminine. Good card to kick this bitch off with. Lucy Liu card in my deck. It's a big-ass sword at the end of the day. Aces to tens are karmic cycles. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. How do divines move? In an infinity. We do stuff in the fourth and fifth dimension. We do stuff in the third dimension. We do stuff for God. We do stuff for other people. We do stuff for the kingdom. We do stuff for Mother Earth. We do stuff for our family. We do stuff for ourselves. What are you talking about? Ourselves. Now, Queen of Swords is Lucy Liu card. Lucy Liu is just like Lucy Liu in any movie. She's usually kicking ass, taking names, usually quiet. She usually ain't saying too much. She's usually like serious. Like, don't make me speak. Like, don't make me repeat myself. Like, don't make me have to get the fuck up right now. Like, don't make me break my chill right now. Like, she's always on point. But the best way to look at her is her character in Kill Bill. She's feared. She's respected. She's loved. Even though she's a worthy enemy to Beatrice Kiddo. Worthy enemy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes her a nemesis. Makes her a nemesis. Like, when a person's so good at what they do and you're so good at what you do, and the meeting of minds is just, when y'all collide, it's just like a tie every time. That's a person you respect. You might not like everything that they doing or how they going about the shit, but you got to give a person respect when it comes to the shit that they do, or the direction that they going with shit, or it varies. So Queen of Swords is basically moving in a direction mentally to where it's clear to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get up and walk out of a place. Clearly, everybody know what it is. It's like, I don't know, you in a movie, it's whack. You getting your shit up and you arguing with the person who brought you to this dumbass movie like this is a dumbass movie. I'm taking my shit and I'm getting the fuck out of here. He's like, well, I paid to watch the movie. I want to stay here. And it's like, you don't say anything. You just grab your shit and go. He brought you here. So eventually he's going to have to get the fuck up to see what the fuck's going on here. Like, it's a lot of shit. You don't have to say anything. You could just do it. You know? You got a problem with someone. Someone got a problem with you. And it's like you hearing all this shit. It's like Gwen Stefani, what is that, bananas? This that shit. This that shit. Like, I heard that you been talking shit and you wouldn't think that I would hear it. It's like she walked right up to the bitch like, few times I've been around that track, but it's not gonna happen like that. It's not gonna happen like that. So ain't no holler back because I'm right here. Like, what's good? Like, water top. Like, if you walk up to the person who talked the most shit to you, you ain't gotta say a word. Just walk up to them. That alone is gonna do more than, I don't know, you going back and forth with this person, you bickering and beefing. Like, see shit head on. This is the Queen of Swords. This is Lucy Liu from Kill Bill. She's fucking fearless. She don't give a fuck about shit. Beatrice Kiddo killed the whole city looking for her. Did she run? Did she bat an eye? She knew that she was probably gonna die. But look how Lucy Liu carried that role, even until she died. She even gave Shorty respect. In the end, like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I see I fucked up, but you know what I'm saying? To you know what I mean? To the end, she kept it direct, clear. Where she rolling with, who she rolling with, what it is, what it ain't, what the fuck is gonna be. That's the Queen of Swords. Kicking this shit off, feminine. You need to let motherfuckers know that you 10 toes the fuck down on the direction you going in life right now. Or you 10 toes the fuck down on the decisions that you're making, on the plans that you're making. Like, you're still in the sword phase, which is thoughts, decisions, ideas, information. You're still in, like I said, the brainstorming phase of what the fuck you're trying to do. But this is getting at least a grip on what the fuck you want to do and making that change. And doing it to where people ain't got to ask what you're doing. They see what you're doing. You ain't even doing nothing. I'm saying shit one more time, like, you ain't even doing nothing. You just, like I said, like, before I got on this psychic shit, I was just awoke. I'm in a trap with gangsters and shit. Born what you read. Nigga, some shit that's too advanced for you. And why you always read, bro? Like, why you always on that, man? Like, damn, nigga, like, it's just like, nigga, it's information. It just is intriguing to me. I walk around the hood with a Urantia book. I got the Urantia book in 2010. I had it in the hood with me, in the streets, the traps. You know what I mean? The crack house, nigga. Like, I had that shit everywhere, like, reading that shit. I'm selling drugs, reading that motherfucker. Like, I'm doing dumb shit when I had no path and no purpose, man. It was just swords. It was just like getting this information, uploading it in my brain, which is a sword itself. It's like a fucking computer. And making a conscious decision to go in a different direction. Stop coming around. I ended up going to college where I met my twin. And everything changed after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I knew I had to get the fuck out the streets. I didn't know how. But, like, God always will create a way. Give you an option. And it's like, I spent every little fucking last dime I had, you know what I'm saying, to I spent $3,740 to get a transcript from Tennessee State University, where I dropped out the first time, to go back to a transplant school like Chicago State University. That was fucking damn near $4,000. I could have re-upped with that. Could have did so much with that. I chose to invest in myself. The next card, clarifying this Queen of Swords. We got the Ace of Cups. That's self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-identification, self-realization. Self-love. I love myself enough to not die in these streets like everybody was doing. Everybody was getting shot the fuck up, getting locked the fuck up, doing all kind of dirt in the streets, man. Like, I knew I had to get the fuck up out of there. They don't love themselves. That's why they can throw their life away at the blink of an eye, or put themselves in situations to get their life ended like that. I'm not scared of death, but it was just, like I said, too much around me to stick the fuck around. Yo, let me get the fuck about these streets. Let me get on the campus or something. Go to college. You know what I'm saying? It was already calling me a nerd. It was already like preach from Cooley High around these niggas in the streets of Chicago. like, fuck it. Let me go to college. I see why college is a safe haven, man, for a lot of motherfuckers in them streets. It saved my life. I hate that college, but I met my twin there, and that shit, it saved my life. College did. You know what I mean? And that was a personal choice out of love for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen a future. You know what I mean? Karmics, I call them karmics because they in the world, man. These motherfuckers ain't got no hope for the future. They ain't even living for tomorrow. They living for the day. Like, the way they living, the shit that they own, like, the way death is. You hear about it in these shit. Like, you see what Chicago on. You feel me? The death of it. The violence. You know what I mean? You saw people got shot this motherfucking weekend. Like, it's critical levels. This was me back in, like, I don't know, 2011 and shit. Think about the youth and the young motherfuckers going through the same situation I was going through now with the crime rates, with the guns and the shit that they got in the streets. Like, it's safer to make positive, reinforced, very dedicated life choices. It could save your fucking life. Off that. Self-respect. If I don't respect myself hanging with riffraff. If I'm in the streets, I don't respect myself. If I'm hanging around with anybody, I don't respect myself. I ain't got no dignity for myself. What the fuck I got going on? I had to, like I say, be in a new environment amongst new people doing new shit. That's taking care of yourself. It's putting yourself in a whole new environment. It's where you're forced to change, where you're forced to evolve and grow and peak to your full potential and shit. Self-identification. You gotta know who the fuck you are. I knew I was different from everybody else because, like I say, I was a fucking swan fucking with crows in the street. Rolling with a pack of crows. They're black and heartless and scavengers. You know what I'm saying? I'm a swan. I'm beautiful. I'm of light. I was calling them dark and I'm light. You know what I mean? But on some real shit, I was the only beam of light in that trap that I was trapped in. Given the books that I was reading, given the shit that I was on. I'm a fucking psychic, bro. Like, I'm reading about quantum physics and astronomy and astrology and ancient teachings of Mount Chezdek, all types of shit. Like, man, I'm just in the same trap they in the same shit they in. But I just knew I was just more than what the fuck they was. I knew I had a life. I knew I was different. I knew I was destined for new shit. Put myself in a new environment, a new path was the best thing I could have did for myself. Ace of Cups, that's self-care, self-love, self-respect, self-admiration. You gotta admire yourself. This is where swag comes in. This is where steez come in. This is what knowing what you bring to the table was different from everybody else. I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to college, nigga, I'm a communications major. So I got into acting. I loved acting. Theater, like just doing skits and all kind of production, little exercises in class. Like, I love the silver screen. I love the screen. Like, I'm a Leo, nigga. I love the spotlight. Like, lights, please. Put them bitches over here. I'll show you what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm on music. I'm learning how to edit my music, record music. I'm learning every fucking thing. Like, when I dropped out of college at Tennessee State, I was an accounting major. It was all economics and statistics and fucking calculus, and it was just a whole different wave. That's why I dropped the fuck out. I did other things. I became a nurse and shit, but 5 years. And, came back home and getting to what the fuck I'm building off to where it's at. You see how my life changed once I met my twin? Like, once I got on this twin flame demo, my whole life just switched for the better. But this is like the journey to my twin flame situation. So, getting back to this energy, like, you got to be clear on what decision you want to make. And then, like, you're going to have to do it. Do what's best for you. But you got to identify these qualities. You got to know when you ain't got no self-worth. You got to know when you ain't loving yourself. You got to know when it's the fact you ain't in a new environment. The fact that you ain't, like I said, putting that passion and that curiosity in you to go in a whole nother direction. Like, you different from everybody else. You unlike anybody else in your family. Like, you destined for a whole nother path. The path that I'm on is not something I planned on. It just happened. And it happens doing shit just like this, following your heart. So, feminine, overall energy, makeup, conscious choice to follow your heart. It's going to change your life. It's going to set you apart. It's going to make you different from everybody else. Thus creating your path, etching your path. And once you get on path, it's like a highway. You ain't got to take the streets no more. Boom, you can hop on this bitch and fly. Bottom line, more important than all that deer. We got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is being in a class by yourself, or loneliness, or a hermit, or emotional isolation. I'm going to look at this as being in a class by yourself. What was the overall energy? It was Queen of Swords, being 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you want to go in. The mental direction is doing what's best for you. Ace of Cups is taking care of yourself. You got to love yourself before you can love another person. Period. You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. Big facts. You in a class by yourself. Four of Cups, that's the world. Third dimension, temporary space and time, where all things expire. That's what the world is. It might be a different definition to y'all, but to me, that's what the world is. That's why I live in Zion. That's why I live in the fourth and fifth dimension. That's why I am divine, because I can view the world. I can see the world. It's like a program. Like I can literally see the world for what it really is. It's a temporary space and time. Say shit one more time. It's a temporary space and time where all things expire. It's not infinite here. Ain't nothing divine here. It's just on a whole nother dimension. Lower dimension than the infinite, lower dimension than the divine, but still a world nonetheless. It could be a fucking program for all we know. But hey, we're in this bitch taking care of ourselves. We Ace a Cup in divines. All we're doing is taking care of ourselves in this world. Thus, we're in a class by ourselves. Why? Because we're the outcasts. We're the odd men and women out. We different. We are the swan amongst the crows. Yeah, we feel out of place. Yeah, shit don't feel right. Don't. Like, I'm telling you, I knew when I was in, like, I know the streets wasn't for me, but I was out there. Like, it was meant for me to the fact that I know how to survive. I know how to maneuver. But that's a gift too, to know how to maneuver in any situation. I grew up around white people. Like I grew up in the Midwest, like Central Illinois. Like my background is varied. It ain't like I just grew up in the hood and in the streets and all that shit and just know that. No. That's something I grew into. That's something I vibed into. I didn't even have to be in the streets. That's the craziest shit. But it's like a life, you know what I mean? The world. Certain people don't know how to maneuver in the world. Yeah, some people don't know how to maneuver in the world. I've seen a lot of people fall in this world because they don't know how to maneuver in it. They don't know how to treat people right. They don't understand karma. And it's times 50 in the streets. Especially when reputation and clout and connections and affiliations and, you know, darker elements are involved. It's not like you talk shit about a person and they rolled up to come see you. It's like you dissed a dead person and they trying to make sure you're dead as the person you just dissed. Different laws in the streets. When I say the streets, I say the world. Four Cups. Like I said, you might think it's sweet. You might walk around here thinking you Pretty Boy Florida, thinking you top shit, or thinking you Charles Bronson, goddamn, I don't know who you think you is. Chuck Norris or some shit around here. Like I say, people waiting out here to test you. It's people waiting out here to, like I say, it's people that throw their life away in a second. Just from off how you look it or feeling right now. Just you being happy can fuck somebody up in this world to want to fuck you up for just smiling, for just expressing yourself. Like we live in I don't know where y'all live in. That's why I say it's a temporary space and time where all things expire. All of us are precious. Just like any person can die on this earth from so many things. The earth can die at any time from so many things in the motherfucking universe. Like just as we are divinely protected all day, every day, this earth is protected too. God watches not just over the pinnacles that are human beings. God watches over the pinnacles that are the planets, or the pinnacles that's the stars. Like the world is full of pinnacles. You know what I'm saying? And the world is yours for the taking. The world is yours for the creation. But until you can get out here and create, until you can get out here and elevate the world, until you're out here, until God like puts you where you have to be or need to be, and you fall in line or fall in path or fall in twin flame union, reunion, recognition, like until God puts you on that path, that's the path that you've been searching for or that you didn't even know you was gonna stumble on, and that's what you end up doing for the rest of your life or being known for, like, you know, whatever that path is. You know what I'm saying? This whole 5 of Cups stage, you taking care of yourself in the world, it's just the incubation stage. Me being in them streets was just a classroom. Me being on campus was just a classroom. Everything that happens in your life is another lesson for what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like what you do today is gonna affect your tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So class is a session for all divine. We gotta respect the present. It's the now. It's a gift from God. Treat it as such. We didn't have to wake up this morning. We don't have to do the good deeds that we could do today. Yeah, we ain't got time, energy, and resources to do these good deeds, but we can fit one in today. We can at least find some way to do some good out here. That's the job of a divine. Feminine especially, but divines in general. Getting to this reading. You come into the situation directly feminine with the Knight of Swords. You had this in the last reading, I believe. I don't know if it was the union reading or the separation reading, but you had fear. This is the energy the masculine got out of that you're getting in. A lot of you feminines, like I say, are on some masculine shit. A lot of masculines are trying to get in a union, reunion, or recognition with you. You don't have the time for it. You ain't ready for it. You still have other ends to tie. Like you got loose ends you definitely need to tie. You got some T's you need to cross and some I's you need to dot. Like it's a lot. You're a work in progress, and you kind of scared that. Like I feel this energy. This is not all feminine, but you know, some feminines are coming into this week's energy basically in fear. What's fear? That's damn. I'm having so many brain farts. Let me get some coffee. Fear is the opposite of love. You fear what you don't know. You fear what you can't comprehend. You fear what you can't understand. The opposite of love ain't hate. It's fear. Fear is making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Fear is being mentally discombobulated, usually from a Ten of Swords, which is the step before the Knight of Swords, which is the fear card. Ten of Swords is death or a permanent ending. So when somebody died, it's only right for fear to pop up to it. Well, what happened? Damn, can that happen to any one of us? Whether it's a coronavirus or just a crook killing niggas out here. You know what I mean? Like, fear. Fear is what you make it. Your worst fear will become your reality. Why? Because it's a big ass mental energy. It's a Knight of Swords. So when it comes to fear, you got healthy fear, and you got this fear energy right here. Healthy fear is knowing that your community has really gone up in crime. Thus, you need to really get a Viper alarm on your car, put some bars on your windows or some shit. It sucks. It's bringing down the value of your fucking property. This used to be a good neighborhood, but shit, nigga, it's a sign of the times. If you're going to continue to stay here, you better prep. Because the community's going to hell. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You old school and old fashioned. Shit changed. Your community just changed right in front of your eyes. Like, I can only imagine. I was born in 1987. You dig what I'm saying? I can only imagine how, like, crack really fucked the neighborhood up. Like, I can only imagine how shit went from beautiful neighborhoods to just desolated areas. How I went from, like, jobs everywhere to just none. How motherfuckers went from good people to the night of the living dead around this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's life. It could change so quick due to whatever pinnacle is plaguing shit now, you know? So fear. Healthy fear is knowing what to do when it's time to do it. Crime going up, break-ins happening more, get mugged more frequently, get you some protection. Or get out your neighborhood. Because if it's rough for you as the adult, imagine how rough it is for your children. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's like being scared for your kids. Because, like, you see what's going on with these kids, and you don't want that to be your son or daughter and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, healthy fear is you coughing a little bit too much. It's like, shit, they gotta lay out these squares. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be optimal if I just did it anyway. Like, you know, anytime people thinking of quitting something or stopping something or doing something that you know is gonna benefit, it ain't even nothing to think about. You either gonna do it or not. You know what I'm saying? And this is just like being scared to do what you know you need to do, or being scared to get to a point you didn't want to get to, or you know, just fearing the unknown or what you ain't got no control over. You know, why is this fear here? You got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is focus. What you don't want to do with fear is put too much focus on it. Well, who killing people? Well, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? They killing everybody. Well, I need to move today. Like, you don't hear news of something word of mouth and then change your whole life over it. No, you need to see shit. We need facts. We need to corroborate information here. You know? When you scared, anything is like menacing. Anything could be scary. It's like, I'm just gonna talk about fear in general. Like, fear is prevalent in the world. Just like death is, fear is prevalent. A lot of fear tactics getting used on, like I said, karmics, because really it's more of them than anybody. It's 70% karmics in this world, and then you got the 28% divines, and then you got the 1-2%ers. Thing with the karmics, the 70%, like these are the motherfuckers that get stirred up to do shit. Coronavirus is, rates are spiking up. Make sure you get your shot. These are the motherfuckers getting shots and dying from the shit, and then trying to get everybody else to get the shit because they scared. They don't even know what the fuck they taking. Guns. I seen some shit one time where it was just like, that's where I could put it. Chicago, they looted up here. And looting is normal. That shit been going on since Rodney King, since Martin Luther King, since King's been kinging around this bitch. And it's like, I was at work. Usually I'm at work when shit goes to hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work. This job that I had, I just happened to work in solitude. I was like security for this big vacant ass lot. I was basically in a box with nobody around me and shit. So it was kind of cool. You know what I mean? So I'm just watching Facebook Live. I'm watching these motherfuckers looting. They just going crazy in this motherfucker. So I'm laughing at that shit because I'm just saying, when injustice happens, you can't trip off. You know, one thing about black people, man, we've been going through shit for a while now, man, and we get the tendency to blow over. It's good when we just become self-destructive on our own communities, which is fucked up. Not saying we're gonna drive to the suburbs and fuck y'all shit up. You know, be a good idea. But when we become self-destructive, we end up fucking our own shit up, our own neighborhood up, our own shit after we loot, you know? So it just tripped me. I'm laughing because I would never go loot. And I ain't, you know, to me that don't make sense. Fucking up people's property. I got a business, so I won't want nobody fucking my business up. You know what I mean? I'm just laughing because it's normal shit. Karmics. I'm just bugging off their ass. All of a sudden, you got Mexican neighborhoods blocking off their neighborhoods, shooting any black people that come in there. Like it ain't niggas taking a bus or a train. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't niggas going to and from work around this motherfucker. Like, y'all shooting at all blacks? And ain't no nigga allowed in these communities? That's when that shit got personal. That's when it's like, all right, y'all so scared Y'all shooting at random people. All niggas ain't crooks. It's like all Mexicans ain't fucking illegal. Dig what I'm saying? But it's like when my fear or do that. Two of my homies I know just happen to be driving through the fucking looting. They get their car shot at. These college students, these niggas doing positive shit. They ain't even in the fucking street. They get shot at like they some gangsters. Because they black in a fucking Mexican community during looting time and shit. Y'all ain't shooting at whites. And then the motherfuckers really looting out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look. That's how I should say it. Fear. Fear takes people to dark places. So what the fuck you think is going to take you? Fear come in your mind, face that shit head on and move applicably. You scared, you running out of money. All right, well, look at your bank statement. Already do what I do. Pre-plan to not have no money for the next week and wow yourself making it through that week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fear something going to happen to you from some shit you did. You did it. Accept it. Call and apologize first. Or be proactive about, I don't know, redeeming yourself. Do something. Don't do nothing. You just hoping and wishing and praying. You stuck in your head wondering what if. Putting too much focus on the fear. Like, it's like an ass whooping. You at school, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass after school. That happened to me a few times. And what did I do? You said 3 o'clock, bitch. I'm right here. I don't see you. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I'm walking nervous going back to the house and, looking over my shoulder till I get home. But the motherfucker said 3 o'clock. Right here. I'm here to face this shit. What would have happened if I was scared? I ran home. Motherfuckers would say I'm scared of him. Nah, he ran home. Motherfucker was scared of me. Face your fear, because 9 times out of 10, whatever you fear, fears you. Face your fear, because 9 times out of 10, whatever, oh my God, whatever you fear, fears you. A coyote walk up on you. Yeah, that bitch look vicious and shit, but he more scared of you than you scared of it. A lion can roll up on your motherfucking ass, but it's scared of you more than you scared of it. Unless you let it know you scared as a motherfucker, and then boom, it knows you in fear. It's gonna use that fear against you. Motherfuckers get microchipped, taking fucking viruses, to taking the virus. Like fuck, getting prevented from the shit. You're taking the shit out of fear. Fuck out of here, like nah. No, fear does that. Fear have you doing the dumbest shit. Fear have you in the arms of people you need to flee from. Fear have your ass doing insecure ass shit when you secure enough to not even be insecure right now. Like fear have you doing extra shit. Fuck fear. Face that shit. Move on. What's the step after fear? This Queen of Swords, this Lucy Liu card that we had, let's keep it moving. Feminine. You and your subconscious come into the situation, you got the Knight of Wands. This is moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction. I just take this in 2 ways. When this come out, you right where you need to be. Good, bad, or ugly. It could be a good place you at in life right now. The place you at right now could suck. Or it could just be all fucking bad right now. When this card come out, you right in the place to be. You right where you need to be. If it's bad, then you right where you need to be for a miracle to happen. For a blessing to come through. When you least expect it. It's all bad. You ain't expected shit. Boom. Then when you get this lifesaver, when you get this extra life and shit, it's like, it's gonna make sense. You know what? I had to be in this motherfucking position for me to even appreciate what the fuck I just got. Because if I had my shit together and this opportunity came, I probably wouldn't even bat an eye at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you in a place to be for something magnificent to happen. Masculine had the twin flame union recognition bit. For some, I'm gonna take it as that. For others, 7 of Wands, that's internal conflict, which is like your inner woes, your inner demons, your complexes, your issues. All that shit lies within. So like I said, given what's going on currently, it's like you at the right moment to heal yourself. Or like the right moment to really do a cycle, complete a cycle, or like looking for full circle. Looks like life is gonna come full circle with you, given you facing your fear. As far as yourself personally, you got the Two of Wands. This is work. Two of Wands. That's making ends meet. That's surviving. That's making shit shake. That's making shit move. You know what I mean? Hey, you gotta do shit to get shit. Why do you want to get Pentacles? If anything you want out here, you're gonna have to work for it. Shit ain't gonna fall in your lap. Even the blessings and the miracles that you get from God don't even fall in your lap. They come from you doing actions. It's just work. Feminine, you got a lot of work to do on yourself. You got a lot of work to do on this twin flame demo. You got a lot of work to do on your path, your Three of Wands. Probably got a lot of work to do on your house. You know, clarifying that as the Eight of Wands. This is communication or self-expression. You're gonna have to work on your communication. Communication is 80% non-verbal. So 20% of what the fuck you saying is only valid. Like the shit you saying is just 20% of it. 80% of it is what you're doing after saying some shit. Or what you're doing while saying the shit that you're saying. Or expressing yourself in the minute that you're expressing yourself. And one is also self-expression. Like self-expression is a must. As a divine, you have to be able to express yourself. It's gotta be somebody you can talk to. It's gotta be somebody you can like be yourself around. And to me, I just take it as the person who takes on your divine masculine's role while your masculine ain't there. Two of Wands is the divine masculine's role. What is that? Support. That's just being there. Being a stabilizer in your life. An equalizer in your life. You know? Masculine is like the person that goes to, it's like you America's Most Wanted and shit because of what you do. You being framed and it's just all fucked up. And it's like there's nobody you can trust. There's nobody you can talk to. There's only one person you can call and like that show to. He knows you innocent because he knows you. Everybody think you this person that the TV made out to be. If anybody know who you are, it's your masculine. It's like if you got a safe place anywhere, it's your masculine. You need anybody that can hold something down for you or hide something or keep something secret or catch on to something. It's like you get a job at LA Fitness or some shit. And it's like you sign people up for gym memberships and that's how you kind of get paid or some shit. And it's like the first person you call when they let you on the floor to work is like your twin. Hey, you need a gym membership, right? All right, I work at LA Fitness. Like, let me set you up a thing right now. And it's just like, are you serious? It's like, yeah, like, you my first customer. Like, just do this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? You need you need to be going to the gym any motherfucking way, nigga. Like, I got you. You can get it for cheap over here. Like, it's like you call him. You know, it's the first person. He could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking. Like, when it comes to that twin flame bond, it's unmatched. But given separation sometimes, given death sometimes. Sometimes your twin might pass on before you. It happens. There's a lot of twins out here who don't have their divine masculine with them, and they've passed on. There's other divine masculines you can have a nice time with, you can fall in love with, collide with, build with. It's how it's set up. There's other divines out here. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like yours, it's just a big difference. So this whole Two of Wands, Eight of Wands situation, to me, this is what you do with your coolest karmic. All karmics ain't bad. You got good karmic out here. It's like the bond you got with your good karmic. Or bond you got with like your gay best friend. It's like he's a guy, he keeps shit kind of juicy for you. He reminds you of your twin and shit. The way he's attentive, the way just like a friend that you kick it with while your man gone, or man out, or man doing some shit. It's like You in separation. You don't have your masculine to talk to anymore. You don't have that anymore. So it's like you trying to find that with somebody else. Or trying to find that in somebody else is becoming just difficult. It's difficult to find somebody that's like your masculine, somebody that can actually keep a secret around this motherfucker. Somebody that's actually gonna keep it real around this motherfucker. Somebody that's gonna actually call you out on your shit. It's like you surrounded by yes men. The only motherfucker that really calls you on your shit is your motherfucking masculine. It's like he's not around. You got like a good experience. It's happened to me a few times, like a life changing experience that happened to me. And I'll be in separation with my twin. Like I know damn well he ain't even gonna like answer this message. He's gonna delete it. He's not gonna read it. Like when my twin's in separation, he's in separation. I'm muted. They can just delete the shit. They don't even want to read shit. It's like you don't even want to. Like, nigga don't call me like motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I already like I've been dealing with my twin long enough to know when he's like the do not enter sign, the do not disturb vibe that he can give off with me because I can be a little too much. I'll be in my heart and mind a lot. I'm a divine feminine. Like you know, it's a not a void, but it's like a position. Like your masculine's on break, you gotta find a sub. And it's like you sifting through subs. It's like, you know, you kicking it with people you never really kicked it with, but you kicking it with them now that your masculine gone. Because it's like they kind of give off your masculine's vibe. So it's like you switching positions. Usually your masculine do this shit because you saucy. So when your masculine fucks with a chick that looks like you, that's got like your same vibe and shit, that's sauce stealing. You doing it feminine is the same shit. You find like your masculine vibe in a spiritual advisor or a pastor or some shit or a, like I say, just a male friend or a male coworker. Like you see your masculine vibe on people and you like fucking with them to see if it's the same vibe. Thus, seeing that, damn, I'm doing what the fuck my masculine doing. Like it must be some very hard times or shit must be real to catch yourself doing some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Indirectly, in regards to yourself, we got the Two of Pentacles. Once again, this is somebody in your face and in your space. This is a person in your face and in your space. I ain't gonna say a person like you. This is like a twin and their counterpart. Two badass little kids. Two rebel artists. It's like, fuck this whole neoclassical art shit. We finna get on some other shit and change this whole art game. You know what I mean? Two motherfuckers on the same page. It's like, fuck rap. We finna get on some technotronic shit. Like, we finna take shit to the next level. Like, fuck the streets. We finna go intergalactic. And it's like, y'all the only two intergalactic thinking motherfuckers in this whole little street realm and shit. Like, this is just two peas in a pot. Right? Why it's out here feminine, I just feel like, because it's going into this whole, you trying to find somebody to substitute your masculine's role in your life while he's not in your life, even though he's in your life and shit. It's like, you're going to find a duplicate. In the midst, seeking ye shall find. In the midst of you looking for like this substitute, you're going to fuck around and find one. You are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts from thought. Thoughts become things. You can manifest substitutes. Might not be what you wanted. Might not be what you wanted long term. It really just probably wanted a substitute. But you end up manifesting, like I said, what I like to call monsters, creating monsters. Asking for people. I can manifest people like a motherfucker. Like, for some reason, I've mastered manifesting people. I'm trying to manifest some money, Lord. And you know that. But when it comes to like people, that shit is powerful. Like the power of my tongue when it comes to wishing people up. I can be very specific. It could be a person I ain't even met yet. I wish them up. They come quick as hell. When I'm trying to manifest some bread though, it's like that shit gets cross-wired and shit. It's like somebody else come up on bread when I'm trying to come up off on it. You know what I'm saying? Like feminine, you try to supplement your masculine. Thus, it's like you doing what your masculine doing with the sauce. You know, masculine, he's still sauce. He's the sauce taker. You're the sauce maker. Feminine. You taking sauce, that's yours. Reason why your masculine is saucy, because that's your sauce on him. So it ain't finding a duplicate like your masculine. It's finding a duplicate like yourself. You're really finding yourself through people. Here it is, you looking for your masculine, you end up finding your damn self or a future version of yourself. Or like, you didn't know you was this person until it's a like-minded person. Like, you think of this person is your masculine. They turn out to be you. Like, damn, I'm not searching for my masculine. I'm searching for myself. Like, shit like that. Like, your masculine is you. That's your twin, right? Y'all reflections of each other. Some shit your masculine ain't found out yet. But like I say, you advanced. He doesn't get that part. That part. In this whole sauce stealing shit. Reason why he wants a chick that looks like you, because he wants you. It's so clear. But to him, he don't see it. In his head, she don't even look like you. But you can see it. Yeah, it's like the flip. In the midst of you trying to find like a substitute for your masculine, you see how you just try to supplement yourself. Like, you searching for yourself in other people. You see your twin in people, but you see yourself. And it's the trying to make this person in your life specifically like your twin and finding out that you seeing yourself in it. Like, that's going to be that's going to be it. That's going to be the ton of bricks dropping on your head. That's going to be the aha moment. Like, damn, I'm really searching for myself out here. Looking for me. Looking for him, but I found me. And it's good to find yourself. So, wrapping this up, masculine role. Feminine, you ain't got to the masculine, you don't have a 9 of swords. This is too many damn thoughts. To where you losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight, the wrong way, stressing. What's stress? Something you put on you. Like ketchup on your fries or salt on your grits. You don't have to put salt on your grits. You don't have to put ketchup on your fries. You can have things as is. It's your choice to spice up your life, to put spice and shit. You know what I mean? So when it comes to stress, as long as you can identify that you stressing because you put this shit on yourself, then you're cool. That's accountability, you're good. You ain't got shit mentally fucked up. Thinking you need to stress over what somebody else said. Like they shit matter. Or stressing thinking you like stress, like I say, stress is it's too many thoughts. To where they bottleneck. And you can't see shit straight. You can't think clearly. It's just all jumbled up like my brain is out here without no hot coffee and shit. Don't stress yourself. Number one, you too blessed to be stressed. And number two, anything got you stressing like that, it don't need to be in your life. If you stressing too hard over a job, quit that bitch. If you stressing too much in a relationship, end that shit. If a car giving you too much fucking trouble, let that shit go. Get rid of that motherfucker. You know? Don't let nothing stress you. It's easy for you not to even deal with it. That's not quitting. That's not being a coward. That's not facing your fear. It's not stressing. Stress kills. So if you got a way to eliminate stress, do that. Don't rationalize with it. Don't play with it. Like my big cousin Keisha. I was a little cuz. I'll be asking her for shit. Keisha, get out. I'll be bugging her. Keisha just be like, nigga, get out my face. Get out my face. She do that, it's like, I know to get the fuck on. Because she already got the fuck on doing that with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you're just going to have to ball up shit and just get it the fuck out of here. Going to the next step. This is the subconscious, though. This ain't direct. What's consciously going on is motherfuckers are stressing the shit out of you. So what you need to do is get rid of this stress. Upon getting rid of the stress, it's going to be painful. Why? Because you're going past the point of no return with motherfuckers. You're a good person. What's up? God is what's up. That's ascension, going up. It's the only right way. There's only one right way in life, and that's going up. Everything goes up. But it's a lot of shit going down. You trying to go up, it's shit holding you down. It's shit stagnating you. It's shit bringing you down. It's all mental, the shit that's stagnating you or bringing you down. It's all swords. It's like, then you get to the point where, like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just focus on what the fuck I need to do. Let me just keep going in the direction I was going to go anyway. I was pivoted because of you. I was weighing options because of this. Like, fuck that. Let me just do me. It's painful when you got to leave people behind. When you got to stop fucking with people. When you got to just throw shit away. You know what I mean? It ain't hurting you because you doing what's best for you right now. You think of people's feelings. It's going to hurt them. They going to look at me a different way. They going to feel some type. Man, fuck how they feel. They don't give a fuck how you feel stressing you. Why give a fuck how they feel? They didn't care holding you back. They didn't care holding you up, stagnating your fucking life. Why is you coming at them like that? Like, it's a mental thing. Put your big girl drawers on. So going to the future, directly, you got the Five of Pentacles. This is the dark night of the soul. But it's really going without something. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to let some shit go. Five of Pentacles will be that shit being gone. You're going without something. I told you leaving people alone. Of course you're going without people. You're going without something. You couldn't fuck with that job no more. Okay, you're not working. Of course money is tight. That's, hey, every consequence has a reaction. It's still about accountability here. At least accepting what you're doing. We go without things all fucking time. But guess what? It's always the Six of Pentacles. That's a step after this Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is homeostasis. Everything is going to be okay. It always does. Final card of this message, we got God. King of Swords. This is your subconscious going to the future. In the midst of this dark night of the soul you're going through, or just going through this little period where money is a little tight, or just going through this period without someone, someplace, or something, God got you. When God come out, it's some good shit gonna happen, bad shit gonna happen, or some ugly shit gonna happen. It's a 66% chance that it ain't bad, but it's a 33% chance that it's just gonna be bad. That God is just gonna rain fire and brimstone down on your shit. You know what I mean? But even if it's bad, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Because God don't make mistakes and God work in mysterious ways. So whatever God is out here for, just know it's for the best. Quit your fretting. What type of God do you serve? Final shit I'm gonna say and leave this message. Feminists, I ask all y'all this. Please don't get offended. What kind of God do you serve? There's only one true God. So in fact, we're all serving the same master, right? We're supposed to be. All right. According to God, you know, what he promises, what he says, like, hey, anything we want, we can have. You know? God blesses his people, right? Miracles do happen, right? They didn't just happen in the Bible days. Miracles still happen right now. What kind of God do you serve? I serve the type of God where I'm still seeing miracles. Same miracles that happen in the Bible, I'm seeing in real life, in real time. God do exist, and he's doing all kind of shit. Same God that split the Red Seas, man. That's the same God that I see out here in these streets, man. The way he saves people's lives, the way he does what he does. Then look at God doing not spiteful shit, but just smiting shit, like raining fire and brimstone down on shit, striking people dead and down and shit like that. The way the plague swept through Egypt and took the firstborn of every kid, like death like that, it happens in the same time. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing really changed from the Bible days to now except us as people. A few policies, a few pentacles have changed. But the time more than anything, God has never changed. God been the same since God created the universe. Everything else changes though. So as long as you go into the future with the notion of knowing that God will forever be absolute and perfect, As long as you know God is absolute and God is perfect, then you ain't got shit to worry about. Because if God is perfect, then we live in a perfect universe. That means you are perfect. The only imperfection in this whole perfected universe is the devil. My personal opinion, Satan, Lucifer, and the devil, three different places. They from three different places. They got three different agendas, and they three different people. Really, Lucifer, because really this is his fault. He's the only imperfection in this perfect universe. But look how this imperfected one has kind of like infected everything else. The world, I told you, it's a matrix. It's a third dimension, a temporary space and time. This was a heavenly being in the infinite. He chose to go from infinite to limited, and happens to be in this realm that we dwell in. It's the reason why God in our minds. It's the reason why God around. It's the reason why God is with us. It's the reason why God is the badge of honor that we wear. Because this arena we living in, this matrix we living in, it lacks God. It's void of God. God is in us. That's the only reason why God is in the world, because God is in us. God is in the animals. God is in the plants. God is in things. But God is void on this planet. And the only way God can really do anything through this dimension is through us. Something you'll connect with, because God is a personal relationship. So it's the King of Swords. It's a mental thing anyway. That's the message I got. I hope I can be of good use. Stay tuned for more readings. If you need me, holler at me. You know where I'm at. Deuces.